Good evening. It is Monday the 6th of March 2023. Right, full moon tomorrow, full moon in Virgo. There's a lot going on, there's a lot happening, there's a lot going to happen. I think we're going to start to see the end of willful blindness in the community, around the globe. What we are going to witness is something very, very different. It's almost as if we are getting very, very close to 0 point. It's almost as though we're starting again. In a way, it's like the calendar has run out. There are no more dates to have, and what dates we produce in the next 2 years or so will be of our own making. It's a decision, a collective decision. Do we carry on the way that we have been doing, or do we change it? Will you change it? I know it sounds quite cryptic, but it's almost as though, well, it feels very much like time. I think I said it in my last video. Time is speeding up. It's almost as if time doesn't have much significance, or it won't have much significance in the future, because we are creating the new world now. It's in preparation now. We won't see it immediately. We'll start to see it unfold. We're already seeing it unfold. In the UK, a lot of the narrative surrounding the last 3 years has started to collapse. And information, I've been saying this for a while, that information of corruption, of psychological operation, if you like, is going to come into the public sphere, and it already has started in the UK. How far that goes, who knows. What we do with that is a case for all of us, individually and collectively. So, but there's also a huge optimism, as if whatever you start in March is going to take hard work and determination, but in the next 2 years, 2.5 years almost, that's when you're going to start to see the fruits of your labour. So whatever you're starting, whether it's a career, a business, even a programme of study, you won't see the fruit until for another 2, maybe 2.5 years. But it's brand new. My advice for this new moon is to really write down what it is that you want to do, who you want to be, and start to work towards that now, because it won't come to fruition for another 2 years. There's a lot of optimism coming out of the darkness, I think. And I think as a collective, we've been in the darkness for a long, long time. Decades upon decades. The new world is already on its way, but it won't really be seen for, well, whatever the collective decides to do in the next two or 3 years. We'll know in the next 2 or 3 years what that's going to look like. So let's have a card for the full moon in Virgo, please. Virgo. So the full moon is about endings. I say it every time, but it also signals a new beginning. Virgo's very much about health, doing it right. So if you are considering starting a diet or an exercise program, or changing your lifestyle, now is the time to do it, because it's on the influence of this moon that will help you do it right this time. So what have we got? We've got the Page of Water. Angel of Water, why have I got that? The Angel of Water. Usually the Page of Water, the Page of Cups, usually means an apology. But this is more like a purification ceremony. Today this looks like a purification ceremony. It's the full moon tomorrow. Clean your house, clean your body, sage your spaces, make sure it's clean. It's a fresh start, so it feels like all these rituals, putting your crystals out, cleansing your crystals is going to be necessary. But it's also like a purification, an inner purification. Maybe you're thinking of going on I don't know, a juice cleanse or some sort of fasting program, a water fast perhaps. Yeah, it feels like water fast, and that doesn't harm any of us. I might do a video about water fasting, not today though. So this is about purification. Let's take another one and see what comes up with that. So what about this purification, please? It almost feels like you can be clean on the outside, but you need to clean the inside too. Maybe someone's got something. It feels like maybe someone's got an issue with their digestive system that needs clearing out, like what they call colonic irrigation or something like that. Maybe there's some stuck energy. That's too many. Just take that one. So we're taking this one. Okay, this one. Yeah. So we have the Tower. The End. Earthquake. Something being shaken up. This is like how can I say, there's a need to purify, there's a need to cleanse inside as well as outside. Maybe someone's had some bad news about their health, and the way through that health crisis is to start to clean up your act, clean up your diet, clean up the things that you drink, even cut the sugar out of your body, because it's almost like someone's had some devastating news or is going to get some devastating news. This can also mean the Tower moment, the bolt from the blue, the eureka moment. So this could mean two things. Am I separating them? Right, I'm going to separate them, but I'm not sure whether they're tied. Eight of Earth. Now, Eight of Earth is always to me the apprentice card, the novice card. The person who's working hard to gain that recognition. That goes with the Page of Cups, the Page of Water. And it ties into what I was saying before I pulled a card, where whatever you start this time, whatever venture you start, whatever new things you study, it's going to take a couple of years of very hard work in order to gain the recognition. So stick at it. But it's almost as if you've got to wash away what went before, clear the slate and start again, and put your heart and soul into it. And let's have another one for the Tower, please. Patience. Right, now I get it. Thank you. So we've got, right, let me backtrack. So I said whatever you start now is going to take about 2.5 years. You're washing away the old, you're clearing the decks, but do the ritual for the full moon as well. Clean your house, sage your house, salt bath, cleanse your crystals, make your space clean, clear out all the clutter. And then we got the bolt from the blue. The moment you clear out the clutter from your mind, from your body, from your physical space, you're going to get some sort of eureka moment. It's going to be an idea, something that you maybe have never thought of before. It could be something that you always wanted to do but never had the opportunity, or it might be something you've always wanted to do but was shy of doing that. And all of a sudden you get this thing in your head and you can't get it out. But it does mean hard work. It does mean dedication in order to get the recognition, and you do need to have patience with it, because just like everything else in life, when you learn something new or you start something new, you're going to come up against some pitfalls. You're going to feel like you're moving 2 steps forward and 3 steps back constantly, but you've got to keep plugging away. If you want to succeed in that, if there's something that's really burning at you, you've got to keep plugging away. Don't give in. It would be an idea to meditate as well. By the way, that was The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. And then I didn't realise that when I went into my tarot cupboard that the 3 decks that I selected are all, yeah, they are, they're all Colette Baron Reid. So I'm going to go back to the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and I'm going to pull one of those for the new, I always say the new moon when it's a full moon, and the full moon when it's a new moon. It's the full moon in Virgo. March is one of those. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be a good month. It's going to be a more optimistic month. And in and out of this year and next year, there's going to be times of doubt. There's going to be times of frustration. But we're getting there. 24, 25, 26. We'll start to see leaps, and then we'll go stagnant, and then another leap, and it'll go stagnant. But we're going to see where we're heading in the next couple of years, so hang tight, carry on working on what you're working on. Try not to get too hung up too much on what's going on in the news, and for God's sake, don't allow anything to frighten you, because fear, and this is a scientific fact, fear lowers your immune system. So let's have a Wisdom of the Oracle, please, by Colette Baron Reid. If you can hear a grumbling, a low grumbling at the side of me, it's Humphrey's decided to go to sleep. And he does a lot of snoring because he's a pug and he's got a flat face. So, come on. What have we got for us, please? Full moon. Chaos and conflict. Number 33, angel number 33. Chaos and conflict. So look at that then. 33, and it was in the upright, so I will read the whole thing apart from the protection message, which might be long. So we've got: opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos and that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. That's what I was talking about, reinventing yourself anew, doing something new, starting something new, sowing new seeds. Interesting. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and cause disarray. I think this is why I'm talking about you need to purify. I think you need to be more mindful of what you're taking into your body through food and drink, but also what you're taking into your body through information. Stay away from the news. It's toxic. You might find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of the situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than be understood. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for that, because that reminds me that Mars is doing some weird stuff. And also in the moon, the full moon makes us more emotional. So we're more susceptible to knee-jerk reaction arguments that we will later regret. So bite your tongue. Keep your tongue between your teeth, as my grandma used to say. And we'll have a postcard from the spirit, because we haven't had one of them for yonks, have we? I haven't done these for ages. I lost them. And then on Saturday, I was faffing about, clearing out stuff in my bedroom, and they were right in front of me. So all that time I couldn't find these postcards. They were actually right in front of me the whole time. Can't have been. I wasn't. I more likely wasn't supposed to have them out, but they doink straight in my face, and there they were. So it's like, well, okay then. They've come out just in time for the full moon. So full moon in Virgo. What have you got for us, please? Postcards from spirit. They're not wanting to come out. Let me wake them up a bit. Wake them up a bit. Here we go. We have... No, I haven't brought my specs again. Intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is an amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy. It's truly empowering, so may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better and, we hope, learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Okay, so how does that tie into this full moon thing? If you are the sort of person who puts on a persona when you meet and speak with others, whether it's in your day-to-day life or in work, because you are afraid of what others might think of you, you do close yourself off without realizing it. For most people, that's a huge risk, because there is the risk that you take is that those people might not like who you truly are, but you'll be surprised. And it's another way of purifying, of cleansing, of allowing yourself to be who you are. Because when you are who you are, you find out who your friends are, and you find out who those genuine friends are, and not the fair-weathered ones. So, full moon in Virgo, cleanse your crystals, get them out in the moonlight, clear your space where you live, clean it, salt bath, sage your house. If you are a Reiki person, Reiki every room, send Reiki to every room in the house, the animals, the plants. And once you've, and if you are in the habit of having a diet that you know is no good for you and you've been thinking about doing something about it, now's the time to do a juice cleanse or a water fast. And don't do it all at once. Just start to do that. You will get an idea. You will have a bolt from the blue where you will receive an idea, or something will grab your attention to the point where you have to learn something about it, or you have to delve deeper into it. If you want to be successful with that, it is going to take a couple of years of hard work and dedication, but the recognition will be there at the end of it. Have a fabulous full moon in Virgo tomorrow. In the UK, it's around lunchtime. I don't know where it is anywhere else in the world. But have a great time and write down what you want to let go of. Burn it. Because you're going to need to write down your intentions for the new moon. Write them off. I've been at work all day. I've got a banging head. My head is absolutely pounding. And I shall see you soon. Take care. Be kind. Ta-ra.